to do something a little different today for my live. Usually I just kind of sit and blab about my life, which maybe I might do a little bit of that. You can see I went to Farm Aid. I already did that. I met some of the people from our group. They're wonderful ladies. We had a great time together. We got to meet Jesse Wells and I got to hug him. You guys know that from his short. It was a really great evening. I got to meet lots of wonderful people that day, and it just went by really fast, though. So maybe next time plan it a little bit longer. But other than that, yeah, it was really fun. And I got to see people that I never got to see before, and I got to see people that I have seen before. So that was pretty cool too. I got to see Dave Matthews, which I've seen him before. Eric Burton from Black Pumas, Madeline Edwards. There's a Sierra Farrell, I think her name is. Jesse, of course, Margot Price, Nathaniel Ratliff, Willie Nelson. I actually left early because I was so tired, so I didn't get to see Willie Nelson. I know, kill me, right? But I heard, he was as best as he could be for the condition he's in, for how old he is. But yeah, I had to do it. So anyways, right now I'm going to read a book. And the book is by a lady that is friends with the family. And she used to be a nun for like 30 years, or like most of her life, probably longer than 30, because she's like 80 years old, I think. But she actually has a few books out, and they're quite interesting. She has a wide range. She does like murder mysteries, and then there's like a love story or like some type of empowerment book, I think. And now she's doing a kid's book. So I'm going to read the kids' book because I haven't read it yet, and I am supposed to give feedback. So this is called Crunch Time in Cookie Land. The Adventure Begins. Ooh, this looks so good. I'm so thrilled. By Marilyn Thomas. Marilyn Thomas is her name. And designed and illustrated by Suzanne. Now, what's cool about this book is there is a whole dedication to the illustrator of the book right here. So you get to know more about Suzanne. Pretty lady, huh? Very pretty. And then here about the illustrator, that's one of the characters, the cookies. And then in the and here the kids can color these pictures from the book, which I think is so awesome. And then there's like information about the book at the end, but then there's one other page where you can do a maze. So I thought that was kind of a good idea. I've never seen that in books, like for kids' books where they add like activities at the end, or I could be just totally dumb and don't remember right now, but I don't see that a lot, I guess. So anyways, all right, we'll start. Crunch Time in Cookie Land. So I would show the writing, but I think it will be backwards, so I'm just going to read it, and then I'll show you the pictures afterwards, okay? All right, here we go. And you can grade me in the comments on my reading skills if you would like. We'll see how it goes. I used to do this with my daughter at bedtime. That was like my favorite thing to do with her. We'd read books and like we would get like pick characters and do the voices, and we'd record it sometimes. It was pretty funny. We got really into it. I will say that. As it went on, we got more and more. Okay, anyways, here we go. In the town of Cookie Land, where all good cookies are baked with love, there once lived a family called Crunch. Mother and Father Crunch were sweet and happy, all sugar and cream. The neighbors said they were almost too good, but they had 1, 2, 3 little problems. What does that mean? There's a picture. Pee-wee cookie. One problem was Peanut Butter Crunch. That was his name. Everybody called him Pee-wee for short because he was little. In fact, he was just a bite-sized little crumb. Besides, Peanut Butter Crunch was too long to say, especially for his mother when she got angry. So here's Pee-wee. Little Pee-wee. Here, I'll get closer so the kids can see it better. He's got a little cookie clock back there, looks like. Room's a mess. No, it's actually not too bad. It looks pretty legit. It actually looks pretty orderly. Look at, he's pretty clean. Okay. Instead of saying, for goodness sake, peanut butter crunch, you dropped a crumb on the floor again, she could just say, for crumb's sake, Pee-wee. And Pee-wee knew what she meant without another word. I read that pretty bad, but okay. So Pee-wee was no longer a problem, but Mother and Father Crunch had a second problem. Coconut Crunch could drive you nuts, and he did sometimes. Coco was what they called him for short because he was a lovely chocolate brown color. He's on a skateboard and he's causing a mess. Looks like he's going through the kitchen. Or the back of the kitchen. He was bigger than Pee-wee. In fact, sometimes he would sit on Pee-wee until Pee-wee looked as thin as a wafer. Then Pee-wee would let out a little squeal because he didn't have enough air to breathe when someone squeezed him too tight. Coco, his father said, you don't realize how strong you are. That's so funny. We used to do that in junior high. We'd all monkey pile, and it would be so heavy sometimes that I thought I was actually going to die. But all right. Pee-wee was too little to go to school, but Coco went every day. In Cookie Land, cookies ride to school in buckets instead of buses. Pee-wee and Coco would have been perfectly happy in their little house with their mother and father, except for the third problem in the house. This is going right. Here's it's a pail of cookies. They're leaving the house. And it looks like that's their car. That's pretty cute. This is pretty cute. That problem was Lemon Crunch. She was their sister. Everybody called her Lemon because Lemon was her name. Nobody could think of a nickname for her because Lemon fit her perfectly. She was sour. In fact, she was so sour that not even a pickle would go near her. That is sour. Now, one starry night in winter, Coco and Lemon straggled out of bed to go to school. I bet you want to know why they had to go to school at night. Well, they didn't really go to school at night, but they got up so early in the morning that it was still dark outside. Lemon didn't like to get up, so she always whined and groaned. Nobody in Cookie Land ever saw her smile when she got out of bed. That is totally me. I am Lemon in the morning, I would say, for sure. I am not a morning person. Don't talk to me until I talk to you. That is the rule. Nobody fucking gets it still to this day. And then they're like, why are you upset? It's like, I've told you for years. Anyways, but Coco always jumped out of bed and sang a happy song because he loved to say good morning to his mother and father, who were all cream and sugar. He loved to tease his sister Lemon because she was so sour. And he loved to tickle Pee-wee in his bed until Pee-wee cracked a crumb of a smile. So Coco is all lighthearted and fun. Life of the party, I might have to say. Every day, Coco and Lemon rode the lunch bucket to school. Pee-wee had to stay home, though, because he was so little. He helped his mom do the breakfast dishes. Wow, she's a long cookie. It's like a whole tube of cookie dough. Pee-wee's father went to work in the village bakery. That's weird. Now, in Cookie Land, everybody who didn't go to school or stayed at home worked in the bakery. Interesting. That's like kind of masochistic in a way, isn't it? Working in a bakery. He's like rolling out bodies of himself. Anyway, so that's a morbid way of thinking. Anyways, I'll get closer. Should I get like this so I'm like really into reading? Ouch, 1 second. Okay, here we go. Here they made every kind of cookie you can think of. I don't like that you can see my eyes like that though. There were gingerbread boys and snickerdoodles, macaroons and date bars, jelly-filled snowmen, and chocolate eclairs. I don't like doing that actually. Sorry. It's better to say. Okay. You could have marshmallow creams and cherry supremes. You could smell roasted coconut and toasted almonds. In short, it was a wonderful place to work. Pretty. Look at that rainbow cake. Oh, they got makeup on. The cookie lady's got makeup on. Look at that one. Dang, take it easy. We're just at the bakery. Lemon was sour. She said school was just so-so, and she didn't want to work anywhere ever. That is total. I'm Lemon. Maybe she's writing this book about me. Coco loved school because there he could dance and sing and learn to read about other lands. Oh, look at this cookie. He's got like a funny eye. There's Lemon all pissed off. Oops, I meant sour. He heard about Iceland and Newfoundland, Switzerland and New Zealand. He found out that there were foreign lands. Someday he hoped to catch a lunch bucket that would take him all around the world. She's got some weird words on the on the board, on the chalkboard. Weird. She's got some symbolism in here for sure, you guys. That's fucked up. Anyway, here's the picture. There's like, oh, you can't see the words. There you go. If you can kind of see the words there, they're like, don't even make sense. Hear us, chocolate, and then Villerp, something. Look at that. What does that look like? Interesting. Like, why would you have that? Anyway, most of all, he wanted to find the land called the United States. He thought about how much fun it would be to ride to school in a lunch bucket in the United States. Looks like he's in, where do you guys think he's traveling around to? You see one landmark? There he is dreaming, daydreaming, and then that's his daydream. He's got a couple. He's got 3, it looks like. Maybe 4. Yeah, I think he's got 4. New York, Chicago, San Francisco, and then I don't know what that other one is. It's kind of blurry. One morning, while the sun was shining, Lemon woke up feeling sourer than usual. In fact, she had a sour feeling all over. When she tried to put on her yellow ruffles, she felt as weak and soggy as a donut dunked in soup. When she looked in the mirror, her face was as white as milk. Instead of whining and groaning on this morning, she began to cry out loud. I can't go to school today, she sniffled. I feel sick all over. I should have made a different voice for her, huh? And when Coco tried to tease her, she poked him in his chocolate brown tummy. What was wrong? All day long, Coco worried about her while he rolled and played with other cookies at school. Lemon's mother called Dr. Wafer. Look, Mrs. Crunch, keep her warm, give her plenty of fluids to drink, and keep her in bed. Sleep is the best cure. Look at Dr. Wafer. And she's drinking fluids. What else? What are some good remedies that you guys can think of when you don't feel well? If you want to comment any of those, you can below. That would be cool. You can always get down with remedies, right? So Mrs. Crunch went about her daily chores, cleaning up the crumbs her family left behind, making beds, and keeping the house warm. Mrs. Crunch believed that having a warm family was better than a cold one. She's right. Mr. Crunch went off to the bakery as usual, but all day he thought about Lemon. That's Mrs. Crunch cleaning the crumbs in the house. It's a pretty long book for a kid. I think if I had to critique and give feedback, I would say make it shorter maybe. But so far it's not bad. Let's get to the point here though. Night came. Everybody went home for supper. In Cookie Land, everything is peaceful. Except when, wait a minute. Did they just go to school during the day? Looks like they were going to school during the day in this picture. See? Oh yeah, because they wake up. Never mind. They do. Okay. Never mind. Oh my gosh. Okay. Night came. Everybody went home for supper. In Cookie Land, everything was peaceful, except when it came to crunch time. Pee-wee was brave enough to knock on Lemon's door. All day long, she had been so sour, not even green apples would look at her. And there's Pee-wee coming in. But when Pee-wee opened the door and peeked in, he had the surprise of his life. Did Lemon break out with mumps? No. Did she break out with chicken pox? No. Did she break out with the measles? No. She broke out with chocolate chips. And now she is the sweetest little cookie in the land. She isn't even sour on the inside. She's got a picture of a lemon. She's going to have to take that down. That's it. That's the end. To the readers, this story was made for you, just the curious, the kind, the giggle makers, and deep thinkers. Or you, just like cookies. May these pages take you on a little adventure, fill your heart with wonder, and remind you that there's always a bit of magic waiting in the simplest moments. Whether you read it all at once or a little at a time, know that you are part of the story now, and that's the best part of all. That's nice. Oops, can't see that. Dedication. Dedication to my students around the world for 50 years. There it is. I enjoyed the privilege of teaching you, but you entertained and taught me as well. No matter life's hardships, may we always find reasons to smile and be thankful as we ride our little lunch buckets life. Oh, look at Marilyn's picture. That is so Marilyn. Oh, she's a wonderful woman. There she is. That's the author. And she is like in great shape too for how old she is. I shouldn't, that's kind of rude to say, I guess. But no, I mean it in the best way, possible way. She looks freaking fantastic. I look pretty bad already, but I hope nothing worse happens with me. And maybe if I get a facelift, I'll look better. Anyway. All right, Marilyn Thomas. Marilyn Thomas has published Literary Criticism, a biography, 2 memoirs, and is working on her second murder mystery. She was awarded 5 oh my gosh. Let me start over. Sorry. She was awarded 5 postdoctoral, can't say that word, postdoctoral fellowships, Yale, Cambridge, and Oxford 3 times. When not reading or writing, she enjoys gardening, hiking, and figure skating. Check out her website, Dr. Marilyn Thomas. That's DrMaryLynThomas.com. And then about the illustrator, the girl that I was telling you about before earlier. Suzanne Pell is a children's book illustrator and a designer known for bringing characters to life with her bright colors, cozy scenes, and whimsical charm. With decades of experience in illustration, design, printing, and publishing, she helps authors turn ideas into beautifully finished books. Her work is known for its warmth, personality, and ability to make young readers and their parents smile. You can contact her at Sue, that's S-U-E, at booksbysue.com. That's BOOKSBYSUE.com. And then A Crumb Adventure. I'll just read this little part. In Cookie Land, even the ride to school is full of fun. The Cookie Kids roll off in their bucket bus through a land of lollipop trees and candy-colored skies, ready for another sweet adventure. You can color their world. So this is the world that they see while they're going to school on the bus. It's pretty cool. And then they got Picnic in Cookie Land. The Crunch family is out enjoying a sweet cookie picnic. Can you color in the fun and maybe add a few treats of your own? And what treats would you add? I would add probably a donut. Yeah, I'd add a donut. I don't see any donuts on there. They got cupcakes and cookies and lemonade or whatever. They don't got boba. Add some boba. I'd add some boba in this drink right here. I'd add some bobas on the bottom. That's what I would do. And we got the Cookie Cottage. Welcome to the Crunch's family. Welcome to the Crunch family's Cookie Cottage. Can you color their sweet little home and the magical forest around it? Don't forget the gumdrop roof. And then we got Lost in Cookie Land. Can you help the little cookie find its way through the maze? Color the sweet candy scene and trace the cookie's journey home. This one, I don't think it was supposed to be colored because it says color it and it's already colored, but it does have the maze still. So should we do it? Should we see if we can do it? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, let me look at it. You gotta get out that way. Oh, I found it already. It's like in this area over here. Okay, guys. All right, and yeah, and then this is the end of the page. I showed you that. So yeah, that's the book. And the back of the book says, "Welcome to Crunch Time in Cookie Land. The adventure begins. Welcome to Cookieville, where cookies come to life and crumbs lead to adventure. Meet Pee-wee, Coco, and Lemon Crunch, 3 sweet siblings with big personalities and even bigger imaginations. When a sprinkle of trouble lands in the middle of their magical town, the Crunch Kids roll into action in their trusty cookie bucket bus. Will they crumble under pressure or find a way to stick together and save the day? Perfect for cookie lovers, dreamers, and little readers with a taste for fun. Crunch Time in Cookieville is a delightful treat from start to finish. Suitable for ages 4 to 8 or to 80. That's weird that okay, so if I had to critique the book, okay, the good things. I think it's engaging. I do judge a book by its cover. I'm one of those people. So yeah, I would definitely pick this book up and be interested in it. I do like cookies. I'm a sweets person, so that's another thing that attracts me to it. I think it's adorable, the names and just like the theme and the punny kind of stuff. The illustration is great and just like it said, it invites you. It's warm, it's cozy, it's cute. The only thing is a little too long. It ended very abruptly. The back, I don't feel matches to what actually happened inside the book. The back makes it sound like it's going to be really, really, really good. But when you read it, basically what happens is lemon doesn't feel well. And, misses school and she ends up getting her chocolate chips. And that's it. That's not an adventure. The family, I guess, kind of came together. They called the doctor and did what they told them. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I think it's great. So I will give this back to her. And yeah, that was my reading for today. Yeah, so that is that. Nothing's really changed over here. Mom is still using the walker and having a little bit of issues, but she's actually getting pain management now, so that will help hopefully. And she's supposed to get a shot pretty soon, and hopefully that will help with everything going on. I know it helped me when I had frozen shoulder, because I had frozen shoulder in both my shoulders, and it sucked. But then I got some cortisone shots, like up underneath the muscle, like once every 6 months, because it takes like a year to freaking heal. And then like as this one, like as the year came about and this was healing, this one started, and I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So like the pain or whatever traveled, and I think it's pretty much out. There's still some like in my head. I still feel like I'm stuck in a way, but I'm getting there, I guess. So yeah, um, that is going to be my live for tonight. I thank you for joining me. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I do not normally do this. If you did want me to do more books or if you have any recommendations, I could. I do want to do the book that I edited when that comes. That's like a 600-page book, so that's gonna be a long, couple lives, I would say. I'll do like, so many chapters each time. But that's probably not going to be for a while yet. I have to talk to him about that. And then, I got this bracelet at Farming. It says for Cry Pete. And then I got one from my friend Sherry. It says don't go giving up. It's this beautiful one right here, the beads. I love it. I love it. I put those at the end because, I want to see those, and they're my favorite. Yeah, we traded bracelets at the show. It was kind of fun. I've never done that before. I gave mine mostly to cops because there was a lot of them at Farming, and not many people were asking me for mine, like other people there, and I wasn't like, I'm kind of shy, so I just didn't want to go up and like be like, hey. Although I did give a couple to some people. I did because I was just happened to be talking to them or just met them kind of thing, introduced them to them. So then I gave them a bracelet. But I didn't just walk up to people. I couldn't do it. But some of my friends that I met there with, they did. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I got these socks from another girl from the Jesse Wells fan club. Check it out on Facebook. It's got almost 20K, you guys. We're almost at 20K. Ah! But she gave me these. Sorry, that's inappropriate, guys or kids. Don't. But yeah, I thought they were pretty cool. And she gave me some bumper stickers. And yeah, I got like 3 bumper stickers now that I love. And yeah, and then I got a necklace too. It was just a really nice, like, we all just, like, I don't know, it was really sweet. I really needed it. I think we all needed it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to, well, I signed a contract with my daughter, so I can't go and see Jessie till next year because she said the rest of the year. So I only got like 4 more months. But we'll see. We'll see. I would love to see him again. But like at the same time, I don't want to be like that person that's like, oh, weird him out. I probably hope I don't, but cause yeah, it was so cool meeting him again though. Like it was just, yeah, I loved it, and I was so shocked that we even got to meet him, cause he was like the only person that actually like took the time to like hang out and talk to people. So that was really sweet, and um, yeah, it just kind of makes you feel seen. But anyway, I told him, that we love him and I hope he can feel it. And like he was just kind of like, yeah, like, and I was just like, no, can you? Like, I was just like, I really want to know. But yeah, he said he could, so that's good. But yeah, I'm hoping he gets on SNL. I have a feeling it might be on his birthday. It's not until November, but we shall see. But yeah, he's got a tour coming up October 18th. He'll be in Toronto, I believe. And then he comes to the US for the remainder. And then he'll go to Europe for a little bit. Then he goes to Australia. And then he'll come back and end at the US. He's got like 46, 47 shows. Wow. And like, I don't know, what is that? October,
October to November, 5 months. So that's like 9 shows a month. It's pretty good. I admire the hustle for sure. I just love him. I really do. And like, it's funny, like, I don't know, I just feel like we have a lot in common. Know of, I guess, of him. There that I hear, I should say, because I don't really, um, yeah. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna get going. So I hope you guys all have a good night, and I will talk to you next month. Have a good Halloween, and what do we got going on this coming month? My mom's got quite a bit of dark treatments. Hopefully that she'll get better though, with all those as time goes on. She's cancer free. She just had her 3-month checkup, so that's good. And I'll keep you posted on that if anything were to change. I usually do. And, shorts until then. I hope you guys all stay safe, make good choices, be better, try to be better every day if you can, just in little ways. Doesn't have to be big. If it is big, more power to you. But yeah, I just feel like, our society's pretty sick, and, it has an effect on all of us. Some of us are even, battling our own battles as well. And then to battle that it's just a lot. So just try to take it easy on yourself. Be gentle with others. I want people to be gentle with me. I've been like crying out to them. I just don't feel like they're listening. It's like I'm screaming underwater. Sometimes it feels like, and nobody's like, they just don't understand or they don't want to. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I need people to be more gentle with me. Okay? That's what I need. So I'm going to leave off on that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. Talk to you soon. Until next month, stay blessed. Oh, what's going on? Oh, whoops. I don't know how to do this. What is this? Retouch? Oh, whatever. What's lighting?